Hello, 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 peoples. It is time for another one. We thank you all for joining us today. Today, we are back into our relationships. What relationships? Lovers versus haters. I think what I put online was haters versus lovers. So, we're going to go in the deep. That's right, dwell in the deep.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, we're going to go in the deep. In the deep end of relationships.
Are we
Oh,
Adele? We're Adele now?
right.
All right, so let's. Where did we end last week? Does anybody know?
DK.
No idea.
No idea.
Do you know how
Okay,
much happens in a week?
a lot,
Hmm.
a lot. But we're gonna make this really easy when we talk about these relationships. We're gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it practical for you, so that way you guys can implement these things into your life, and hopefully you can understand the difference between haters and lovers. Okay. Thank you for clapping. All right. So,
Mm-mm.
all right, our sound engineer is tripping out at this point. So, anyway, all right, let's get to the deal. And it seems as if somebody has their wrong microphone going. So, let's see if we can fix that. All right. So, let's go into the deep. Here we go. So, what is a hater? I need to figure out what a hater is. Anybody have a definition for a hater?
A fan that doesn't know they're a fan yet.
A fan that doesn't know they're a fan yet. Anything else?
I looked it up and it says,
It's you. There's the culprit.
microphone wasn't on. Okay, is this better?
All right.
Okay, so I looked it up right as Siri, and it said, um, a person who greatly dislikes a specified person or thing.
A person who greatly dislikes a person or a thing.
There we go. I think I fixed it.
Okay. So, anybody else? Anybody have the Urban Dictionary?
Well, the parental is I can't get onto the urban dictionary. Got him. So I got you.
All right. So, let's see. Let's go to the other side then. While we're waiting on the Urban Dictionary version of what a hater is. All right. So, lovers. What do
A,
we have?
a person having a sexual or romantic relationship with someone, often outside marriage.
Mm.
Okay, so I got the urban dictionary definition. Okay. A person that simply cannot be happy for another person's success, so rather than be happy, they make a point of exposing a flaw in that person.
That's a good
Hmm.
definition.
That
I,
is
s-
a
I
good
still
definition.
I still think it's a fan that doesn't know they're a fan yet.
Is that a definition you came up with?
Yes. Like
That's why.
That's why
they
you like it so
but I'm
much.
just saying, like,
That's
a
why you're a fan
hater
of it.
yeah, a hater is somebody that, they talking about you and they know everything that's going on with you. They're a fan of you.
Okay. Okay. So the haters got the high beams on it.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Beaming straight in your direction.
Okay, please,
Exactly.
please dismiss yourself.
Exactly. Genau. So, okay. Producer, do you have your version of what a lover is?
A person who loves.
A
Well,
person
well,
you love.
mm,
Mm.
Okay. So if we have a hater and we have love, then what we have is two, um, I would say opposite ends of the spectrum. But
Well, hate isn't the opposite of love. Fear is.
fear is, okay? So how is that incorporated into lovers versus haters?
I
oh,
don't know because I
fear.
don't know where you're going with this conversation, brother.
Um, I got you. I got you. Um, a hater is a fear of somebody's success, basically. Bam.
Bam!
Mm.
Go!
But if we're gonna have that better definition of hater, then we might need the better definition of love from the Bible
Oh, go
right
ahead now. Go
here.
ahead. Bring it. Bring it.
Love is patient. Love is
Love is
kind.
kind. Yes, it
It
is.
does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. That's a deep
Boy,
definition.
and you know what? The way that you can take that a step further to check and see whether you are a lover or a hater is to put your name in that. Replace love with your name. And if you walk those things out, then you are a lover.
That's actually really good. Case Swizzle is patient. Case Swizzle is kind.
No.
Where the cricket is?
Okay.
Boo.
But Jesus is the
going,
one
man.
judging me, not y'all. So
Oh, of course. We always got to go to that. God is my only judge. He's my only judge.
Only God can judge me.
right. Like the song says, only God can judge me. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
Anyway, talking about- all right, so if you have relationship, right, with a friend or a boyfriend girlfriend or a spouse, or I mean, because I think people don't understand that even though you may be married, you can still, like, your spouse can be a hater.
Mm.
You think about that?
Say that again.
Even though two people can be married, your spouse can be a hater.
Oh, okay. I guess so.
That'll be sad.
It would be sad.
Right? What they don't want you to. I mean, because if you have a goal in a certain area, but yet your spouse like is not wanting you to go into that area, then wouldn't that be considered hate?
That depends.
Okay, give me an example. Then you can't just say that depends and not be able to back that up. Why does it depend?
Because like it depends on if it's like a logical thing to do.
Logical for
The situation that they're in that time.
okay, so the team,
The what?
for the situation that the team is in,
The
Right.
team.
Yeah. The family, the team.
the family, the team. Okay, all right. So if you have this relationship going on and one person feels that it's not in the best interest of the team for someone to go into that area, right? Then is the person that's going into that area then the hater of the team? Because they're going in an opposite direction of the team. That doesn't fit the definition, right?
I don't
You
understand.
lost me.
Yeah, we're confused.
All right. I'm working this thing here. I'm working this
But
thing.
are you
So
really?
just
Yeah. I mean,
cricket.
because the question that we're having here is, you have haters, you have lovers. Okay? If two people are married and you have one person going in an opposite direction than the team is saying that we're supposed to be going, then would this person be a hater because they don't want the team to be successful? And success obviously is based on where the team said that they were going, which means they don't meet what the requirement is for success.
But I don't think that has anything to do with being a hater, though. It just might not be what is necessary at the time. And just because the team agrees that that might not be what needs to happen at that moment doesn't mean the other person is a hater.
Okay? All right. Hold that thought then. So now, let's just say we have somebody that you like you have you and you have somebody that you really don't know. Okay? You don't really know them. Because everybody says they have haters, so we got people that we don't even know. Okay, most time haters usually can be people who you don't know. That's what we talked about in another episode, right? All right. So if you are doing your thing and you have somebody who is quote unquote hating, but yet at the time they just don't like what you're doing or what direction you're going in, does that really make them a hater?
But who are they to like or dislike where you're going? It has nothing to do with them. If it's just some random person or somebody that has nothing to do with your life, what difference does it make what their thoughts are towards what you're doing?
Okay. So does it make a difference if the person it is building you up and saying, "Oh, great job! Oh, I think you should do that," or they're
But
jumping on the
I don't,
bandwagon?
maybe it's me, but I don't really understand what your point is here. Like,
Yeah, no, I don't either.
random people are not just walking up to somebody knowing their business, whether they're to talk to them and build them up or talk to them and tear them down. Like, my own business, people don't know what it is that I'm trying to do unless I communicate it to them. So if I'm communicating it to them, then that means that they have some place in my life. But you're speaking of like random people,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not understanding how like a random person is going to know what's going on with me to even say, "Oh, good job," or "Oh, keep doing that," or You don't need to do that." How do they know that?
How do they know that?
Right. And
Okay.
then for me,
Let's
I'm not that person that's like, okay, ooh, I got haters. Who cares?
right. You may not be that person,
Right.
but
And I
what I'm
get that
saying
I'm
here is,
free, but I'm
uh-huh.
just saying that I don't see it as being that. If somebody is a fan of what I'm doing, but they don't know that they're a fan of what I'm doing, then it just is what it is. Like, I have people that I know. I know these people. Look and see what I do. And they will never clap their hands for me. They will never, say you're doing a good job, keep doing that. They won't even give props. They'll ask me questions about stuff, but never say thank you. I mean, I get that there's people like that, but those people for me, I don't classify them as being haters. I don't classify them as being fans or whatever. I just classify them as being individuals. I mean, they are what they are, and they're in my life to either propel me to continue to go forward or to be stuck on what they doing or not doing and not go nowhere.
Okay. So what you're saying is someone who doesn't know you, even if they're showing you love, if they are a lover of that which you're doing, you're saying that what does it matter? Because how do they know what I'm doing anyway? Who are they to say that what I'm doing is not good or good because they don't know me anyway?
But how would they know if they're just a random person? Now, like, I could understand if I was, okay, let's just use this for illustration purposes. I'm a famous person and they're
Uh-huh.
on the outside looking in or whatever, and they're privy to some of the things that I may do or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, okay, she's whatever. She's a philanthropist. She's a whatever it is."
Uh-huh.
And they're, congratulating from a distance. Okay, all right, great.
Well, these days, everybody's famous.
But
Social
no, they're
media
not.
famous. They might be Insta famous. They might be Twitter
Uh,
famous. They might be Facebook famous. I mean, but my point here is
yeah, what is the point?
what people post on social media is what's making you have lovers or haters.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that was your point. You never said that.
I know,
What?
but because we had to build to that. Here's the thing, because we said that what was Kalia's definition of a hater?
A fan that just doesn't know they're a fan yet.
How can you be a fan if you never met this person? You've had to encounter them sometime. You had to see something they posted. You had to see something they did. You've had to hear them
So
speak
are
in
we
public
talking
or
about
something like that.
social media or are we talking about real life?
Or we're talking about
I mean,
relationships.
well, for me, social media is my real life, but I'm just saying, I don't understand.
Right.
What is the yes?
We're,
Oh my gosh.
we're talking about relationships. I don't understand
But
what
how
they're
does
using it.
haters have anything to do with relationships?
We're just trying to get to the point, to the meat here.
Yeah, this is the meat.
Oh,
The meat, because if you have haters, people who Is everybody talking about? Oh, I got haters. Oh, the haters looking at me. Oh, the haters is
Well, I
on
think
my
some people say
pages.
that because they
All
looking
this
for
kind of
something
stuff.
to say.
Okay, okay. So now what you're saying is there is no hater.
Not for everybody, it's not.
Maybe there's not haters, there's just nosy people. And so when they be so nosy, they just gotta know, they just,
You can think
I
of some,
don't
what, some
know.
nosy people or some haters.
Some nosy people, some haters too.
Okay,
I'm just
so
confused, honestly.
Yeah, because I mean, I really think that haters are just. I don't even know what a hater is. Like, I
So
mean,
I-
I understand that we came up with this definition and we read the definitions that people, made up to classify these people, but
You know,
I just don't get the point.
well, I'm trying to establish a baseline here of what a hater is and how a hater comes into your circle, if you will. Okay, and then you have a lover, and how does this lover come into your circle? Okay, and so if you have a lover and a hater, right? How does this affect relationships? Because you have to have a relationship either with a person that you would consider to be a lover or a person that you consider to be a hater. And as we've talked about relationships for the past 2 weeks, we have already established and talked about different times that you have people who are with you or not with you.
That's why I said a hater is a fan that just doesn't know they're a fan yet.
Right, so they're not even acquaintance. They're just a fan. They're the person that sees you from afar.
Yeah, but they still have like a quote unquote relationship because they're liking what you're doing, but they're not gonna say that they liking what you're doing.
Right, and I agree with
okay,
you.
but
I
but
don't-
in order for it to be a relationship,
Yes.
you have to converse with them too and talk with them too, because the definition of relationship
Come on,
here
Kaya.
is the way in which two or more people or organizations regard
in-
and behave toward each
Right.
other. And if you don't behave any way toward them, then you don't have a relationship with them anyway. So they're just hating on. They're not your hater. They're just hating.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's no need for them
Okay,
to be in a
so-
relationship.
Right, it's no
Right,
relationship
because there is no relationship.
So
the way to
they
fix
have nothing to do with the relationship.
So all in
So-
all,
so-
there's no
They're
such
just
thing as
dust
a
Okay.
hater.
buckets.
So the way
Okay.
to fix this would be to
Is that what we're saying? That
Thank
all
you
in
guys
all,
for
There's
watching.
no such thing as a
What?
hater.
Khalil, what are you saying?
So all in all we're saying is that there's really no such thing as a hater.
Basically.
I mean, I
or
was
if-
just saying in that situation there wasn't really a hater. It was just somebody hating on you in the scenarios that he was giving.
But because you said that, it makes you think, okay, well, is there even a such thing as a hater?
There is a such thing as a hater, because when you do have a relationship with someone and then they start to not like you and they hate on you, they are your hater.
Well, I mean, this is establishing a whole nother point when it comes to relationships. Okay, because I don't think we've even hit that definition before, even though we've been talking about relationships for the past 3 weeks. Okay, and repeat that definition again because you kind of got cut off.
The way in which two or more people or organizations regard and behave toward each other.
Okay, so are you saying that a relationship has to have two parties going like connected? Is that what we're saying?
Say it again.
We're saying that two people have to be in a relationship, meaning a two-way relationship. A relationship has to be two ways. Is that what we're saying?
Yes. A relationship is between two people. There's a connection. This is what
Two or more people, right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So there can't be a one relationship.
Yeah, that's one way. That's not a relationship. That's like a.
Is that a fan?
You just like somebody.
I think that would be a fan.
Let's look up the definition of
Yeah,
fan.
look up the best definition of a fan. Because
You
like
know,
famous
regular
people have fans. It's a one way thing. It's one sided.
Okay.
The famous person doesn't know all these people.
Right. But wouldn't the person that's the fan consider them to have a relationship?
No. That's stalkerish.
Okay.
A fan with so now a stalker is a person that feels like they have a relationship when the other person doesn't.
Right.
So now we've added another piece to the part.
Okay, so a fan, the definition from Cambridge, is a person who is very much interested in and spends a lot of time watching or reading about an entertainer or sport. Okay, I don't think it's a sports team. That was an example.
Well,
But
that's
like
the thing.
somebody. Okay, they
The-
spend a lot of time watching or reading about someone. And
The
they
urban
admire them.
Okay.
The Urban Dictionary definition is a person who has interests or likes something or somebody, can refer to things.
What is happening? Wow.
Is everything good?
Yeah.
Okay. Now.
Wow.
Okay, so it is a person who has interest or likes something or somebody, can refer to things including sports, movie stars, food, drinks, and so on. So basically anybody that likes something.
Okay.
And then a stalker is a person who stealthily hunts or pursues an animal or another person. So not an animal in this case, but another person. So someone who harasses or persecutes someone with unwanted and obsessive attention.
Mm.
And then the Urban Dictionary is the pathological anonymous follower and tab keeper of another person or persons.
Okay. So, what do we understand here about the lovers versus the haters?
Is that you shouldn't worry about them. Just keep continuing with your life. Lovers or haters, just leave them all in the dust.
Leave the lovers in the dust too.
So that would mean to leave God in the dust? Because God is a lover of you.
Well, here's the thing. So if we are thinking that you have a hater, it would seem that you would need to have a relationship with that person for them to be a hater. So can people have haters? Personally, Rich Bees says yes. You can have a hater. But that will be a person that already knows you. So then it's almost like crabs in a barrel. All right, one is pulling the other person down. As for a lover, are we saying that you cannot have a lover if you're not in a relationship with them?
No.
Because
Well,
what makes that different?
okay. Well, I'm just gonna say this. Our greatest command is to love.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I would consider myself a lover because I love. I can love people from a distance, but not be in a quote unquote relationship with them.
So why can't you hate from a distance and not be in a quote unquote relationship with them?
Because
Why
the
does
definition.
That's a
why does a
good
hater have to be
question.
why does a hater have to be reciprocal? Why does it have to be a two-way relationship? But a lover can only be a one-way.
Because love is who we are, is what we are.
It's what we were
Not-
destined to do.
We're not fearful beings just walking around. Well, we shouldn't be. There's some are, but I'm just saying.
And what are those fearful beings? Haters, right?
Okay,
No,
Rich,
they're
I don't
fearful
understand. Like, I don't.
Hey, our subject here. I'm just trying to feel my way through. I'm trying to make sure that the viewers understand what those differences are, because they're gonna have questions, and so if they have questions, we're just here talking about it. We're gonna see if we can help them out, right? So I think that relationships are two-way, but a lover and a hater can be one-way. Because there may be times that you yourself, Khadijah, may be a lover, and you're still trying to love your haters.
Because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Right. So then a hater's job is to hate. So they're gonna
Okay.
hate on you no matter what you do, no matter how much you love them. So, with that being said, with our topic today of relationships, people play the position that comes to them, I guess you can say. That people play the position that they play. Like you said that you are a lover. Okay? So, if you are a lover, then that's the position you play. And if, let's just say, for illustration purposes only, I'm a hater, then my job is to hate. That's the position I play in our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thought process is if you're a lover, then continue to love and always love through everything. If you're a hater and you start hating, you need to get to know love because a hater's not a good position to be in. You should come over the fence to love. Because just because somebody's not doing something that you like or something that you're a fan of doesn't mean that you got to go scream to the hilt to everybody else about what they're doing or not doing incorrectly or something or in a way that you don't like.
And a lot of times, what someone sees in other people that they quote unquote, my air quotes, hate on is what they don't like about their own self. But I guess that's a whole nother conversation. So for
Yeah,
instance,
that's the
Self
next
when
love.
one.
you have females who look at other females and let's just say they forever always talk about her hair, her hair, her hair, and maybe everybody that they say this about has natural hair, and maybe this person doesn't wear their natural hair. They're either relaxed or they're always in weaves or whatever because they don't like their own hair. So what they see in other people that they really like, but because they don't like it about themselves, they don't like it about other people. And I just use natural hair as an example. It could be anything.
I agree with that. I agree with that. So
We,
on that
go ahead.
so on that note, this week, even though there may have been a lot of confusion about where we were going with this, I just want to say before we get off, just remember that love is the greatest. You have to love, okay? If you don't like something, then it goes back to what my mama always said. If you can't,
Mama used to say.
if you can't say something good about somebody, then don't say nothing at all. Because nobody knows that you're a hater until you open your
Nobody
mouth
knows.
That's right. Until you start talking.
and until you start spewing that venom. So keep your mouth closed if you can't say nothing good. But if you want to love, you can love from afar. But just make sure that you say something to them. Because if you love them, say something. Say something about what they're doing that you like. And there's always something that you can like about what somebody's doing or saying. There's always something. It's not all bad. Because nobody is all bad.
That's right. I agree.
So, love your neighbor
As yourself.
As yourself.
as yourself. And we want to say thank you for watching today. Make sure you implement some of these things into your life. Hopefully, you can live a better life. So, I guess we're gone for this week. We'll see you next week. This show has been brought to you by Dynamic Works, the quality you deserve, period. We're out.